Hi guys, yes, I am here and I'm sorry I'm running a bit late, okay? Alrighty, I'm here. I'm here. So, if you haven't seen my video that I put up yesterday, I've just had a pretty cruel week, okay? I've been extremely unwell. I thought it was actually either my kidneys or my appendix that gave out. That's how severe it went. Funny thing, 3 nights in a row, I was nearly going to go to hospital. It was that intense. Bypass the doctor, bypass the ambulance, just go straight to hospital. That's where it was at. But she came through, my lady, who, have got her, and she kept saying, don't go to hospital, don't go to hospital. Look at me today. I'm nearly 100%. I'm over 90% today. But I am weak. I've had an extremely sick week. Okay. Whatever hit me just hit me out of the blue. We're talking extreme symptomology. It was like someone was piercing knives into my lower side of my right side, which is your kidneys or your appendix. I ended up with massive back pain, diarrhea, vomiting, migraine, you name it. The best thing, which thank God, because I always say we've got to look for the positives, yes. The positive in it all was that it did not hit my lungs at all. So this was clear. This area was clear. It didn't hit my throat, but it bypassed straight to the brain because I had the massive migraine. But who noticed the date? I died on May 6, 2021, which was 25 years ago. So we look at why people get sick, okay? Because I am writing my conscious healing book, how to use our own energy to heal and create what we want. When we get sick, we've got to look at external factors, things that are stressing us, whether it's work, family, friends, co-workers, neighbours, whatever it is, chemtrails, or whatever else the government thinks that they're doing to us. So we've got to look at external factors that are going on that could be we are reacting to, okay? Second thing, what could we be creating ourselves whereby we create that stress which lowers our vibration, whereby we then create illnesses and sicknesses within ourselves? Okay, so one, it's external. Two, it's internal. Now, I can tell you, I've had a lot of both the last couple of weeks. When I look at the last 8 weeks, I've only been healthy for 2. 2 weeks out of 8 I've been healthy for. Now, I did have major dental work. I had 3 extractions. There is 4 weeks on the couch straight away trying to heal and mend while I'm on code. I was on endones for that. So that was a 4-week off the record, take it straight off the calendar event for me. Okay. So why am I telling you what I go through? Because I am a reflection of you. So many of my listeners, my followers, the people I love, all the people I love, a lot of you are now struggling. So is it any wonder that I'm struggling as well? There's no coincidences ever. Everything happens for a reason. So obviously, I firmly believe that I am so grateful here that things happen to me to put me into your position so I can feel the empathy, I can feel the sympathy, I can feel the absolute raw emotion of what you're going through, whether it's something that you're going through with illnesses. How many people do I know now going through strata issues? Come on. How many people do I know right now going through family issues? Come on. It's Mother's Day here tomorrow. I'm not even seeing my mum because I've been trying to contact her and she's not replying. So it's out of my hands. My family love controlling things. They love playing games. I just don't play back. So me and my daughter, we just had a little powwow and we've decided we're going to do our own thing tomorrow. There's people that we want to see that are going through struggles. So we're going to go and see them. So this is where you've got to realize Is it external? Is it internal? And then when you make that epiphany executive decision about something, where I just had this little conversation with my daughter and I said, okay, then tomorrow we'll do this, that, and that. We won't do that, that, and that. And guess what? It's like this weight has gone off my shoulders. I am feeling so much better because of external factors that we can't control, where we think badly of ourselves because we feel that we should be obligations and expectations. We should be doing this for people. You know, you've got to remember here, my family did not want to see me for 15 years for Christmas. I was never invited to Christmas for 15 years. Who's got the issue? Who's got the issue? Especially when I'm contacting them and saying, where are you? What are you doing? What's your plans? Are you wanting to come to my place? So I've been doing this again, repeated, where you're banging your head on the wall trying to get a different result, but the end result is it's always the same. How many of you are going through that at this point? How many of you are definitely going through this? I've been doing the same thing for 20 years. I'm trying to get a different result. I'm going through the same thing you guys are. We're one, we're connected. That's why you watch me. Look at me today. If you saw me 3 nights ago when I wasn't sleeping because I was throwing up all night, you would think, oh my God, how is this woman not in hospital, still on an ICU, having catheter, drips in her arm, not catheters, cannulas. You know, I should be on a drip today with the amount of bodily fluids I've lost in the last week. I've lost a few kilos, which is great. I was noticing the other day I've got this coming on because I'm losing weight. That's about the only good thing I'm physically about being sick, right? But we're all going through it. A lot of us now are feeling this energy. I firmly believe that we are getting attacked. I was talking to somebody last night and I said to him, you know, it's not just you, it's not just me. This is global. Wherever people are, Europe, Asia, the Americas, Africa, wherever continent you're on, we're all going through this energy attack. When we do something to create better energy, the external forces try to sabotage, pull us down, make us feel all these self-doubt. How many of you right now are feeling all the self-doubt? Is this natural? Are you a sort of person who's been sitting there for 10 years saying, oh, yeah, I'm a confident person. Why am I having all these self-doubts for? That's where I'm at these days. I'm right in that same boat with you guys. So how do we get through this? You got to work out, is it external or internal? If it's external, guess what? The best advice is, my daughter even said it to me about 15 minutes ago. She said, Mum, when other people affect you and you're trying to do the right thing, walk away because it's their issue. It's their issue. So walking away. Look how great I feel now, 15 minutes later after my daughter. You know, she's 19. She's still a teenager. And she's coming out with these words of wisdom. When things affect you, you walk away. So that's straight from my daughter's mouth today. How grateful am I that she is such a responsible adult at this point? She's still a teenager for another 3 months. Oh, my God. But so we had that epiphany. External, you can always decide whether you want to play the games, be a part of the drama, and be affected by the emotional frequency that's created that's not your creation. Wow. Walk away. If it's internal to us, this is where it gets harder, okay? We all struggle with the self-doubts. I've got PTSD. And when I was talking to this guy last night, I was telling him about my PTSD and triggers, etc. And it's it did bring on a lot of anxiety for me when I was talking about it. But when you understand how to get through it, it makes the process a lot easier, because these things are generally so random and spontaneous. There's no planning. Oh, tonight at 4 o'clock, we're going to have an anxiety attack. Okay. 5 o'clock today, I'm going to fill you all with self-doubts where you feel like so unworthy that you just don't want to go to work tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Okay. So it's when it occurs, we have to deal with it. We can mentally prep all we like, saying, I'm so good, I'm worthy, I do this, I've got no self-doubts. We can do all the I am, I do's, I haves that we say it repeatedly. But at the end of the day, when this stuff hits us, internal factors, we must be prepared for it. We've got to be prepared to deal with it and shut it down when it occurs. Okay? So under my professional development, I've got heaps of things in there. The 55515 code. Now, I know that works for pain because I've used it and it works. So I've got the 55515 code. Okay? Activation codes. I'm researching activation codes right now because I know so many people out there. I know so many Jameses. And about 3 of the Jameses that I know are all needing these activation codes to really flick off the energy. And it's like a light switch, so you flick it off. So I'm doing this work for you guys. So please know I'm writing this book. It's all about energetic healing, which is activation codes, manifestation, how to make ourselves better, how to make ourselves this little capsule of positive emotions and energy, because emotions are energy, whereby we are encapsulated with this frequency, whereby we create our own med beds. If you know what med beds are, why are we expecting someone else to make this device that we can sit in and heal ourselves? It's all internal. We can do it ourselves, okay? We can do this stuff ourselves. And I hope you're watching what I'm doing with my fingers. I'm making little circles and it's drawing itself into me. So let me do it this way so you can see it. We make the circles, okay? And we're bringing the energy into us as we go around, okay? So sit there and just draw it into your heart chakra. I know how much you're all struggling. Some of you have just lost your mothers. I'm dealing right now today with somebody who lost their mother just yesterday. The day, 2 days before Mother's Day, she's just lost her mum. And here I am trying to communicate with my own mum and she's off grid. She's not answering my texts again. So, yeah, we get all these external factors, but we can deal with the external ones. But it's when we've got the internal ones. That's when we've got to tell ourselves, is this a rational logic thought process? And am I creating the good positive energy that's going to be good for everyone? Is this energy I'm creating how I want to be treated by other people? Yes. Hopefully that's the answer. Okay. So when we are creating this energy within us, all these injuries, all these illnesses, and believe me, 7 weeks I've had this, where I've been on endones. If you know what endones are for pain, I was on endones for 2.5 weeks after I had these 3 mouth, because one got infected. So I had an abscess in one, and then I had to have canal work done because there was a big shard of the tooth right up in here next to my sinus. And the doctor and this dentist said to me, oh, if this rips your sinus, you're going to be in hospital for 2 weeks because you've got to be on a drip where they drain your sinuses. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want that to occur. So it's been very scary 8 weeks for me, guys. So please understand why some days I'm not here. It's not because I don't want to be here for you. It's because I can't be here for me. Okay? And that's where I get upset, because I am 100% committed to being here for you guys. So please know I'm getting through emails later today. Yes, thank you. Wow. I haven't been able to look at my emails when I've been like in the toilet bowl for the last week. But whatever hit me, it's thankfully gone, nearly. I haven't gotten rid of it, all of it yet. But I will tell you, yesterday I bought myself a huge bag of lemons. So I'm doing lemon detoxing. Yes, thank you. Because I eat all the right things. Cilantro every day. Coriander is its name. I eat coriander every day because it eliminates the metals that accumulate within our body. All the aluminium and stuff that come down in the jet streams and the chemtrails, if you believe in it. It detoxes a lot of the foreign bodies in our body. So coriander is great for us. Turmeric. I eat turmeric every day. I sprinkle that in food every day. It's really good for our lung and heart health. So if anyone's out there having heart health, obviously talk to your doctor. Make sure that it's okay. Make sure you've got a doctor who just doesn't want to send you for tests so then he makes money, because of referrals, they get referral money. So you want to get a doctor who is genuine, okay, which is hard these days because they're all pushing the agenda. I eat ginger every day, which is, again, great for heart and brain and lung health. I eat garlic, which is great for all over health, okay. I eat a lot of beetroot, which is really good. What else do I eat? Just so you know. There's one I've missed. Honey. Every morning when I get up, I eat cereal and I put honey all over it. So I eat at least a couple of teaspoons of honey every single day instead of sugar. Okay. Funny thing, yesterday afternoon, I did have a box of biscuits and I got such a sugar rush because I haven't eaten any sugar for a week. Wow, have I noticed it? I've really noticed it. My brain is clearer. No sugar for a couple of days. So, yeah, because I've just been eating veggies and stuff, fruit, been eating a lot of bananas. But there you go, guys. I'm trying to help you energetically heal and physically heal. Go and get all your herbs. Oh, the other one that I heard, cloves. I get it in the little bottle from the grocery store. Cloves. Oh my God. It does everything from stopping dementia, because it affects the brain. It takes away detoxing, right? Heart health, right, and all this type of stuff. But it also kills parasites. Cloves, not chives. Get cloves. Eat your cloves every chance you get, because I was just reading this report where they were saying, get this, okay, cancer is caused by parasites. So once we realize, don't go down the big pharma agenda here because they just sell us drugs, right? Once we realize that there are natural things that gets rid of parasites within the body, another thing that people talk about is the ivermectin, which I'll leave that one on the shelf. Okay, it's up to you whether you investigate that. And the other one is fenbenzolone. No. If you just Google F-E-N, like fence, okay, F-E-N-B-E-N, fenbenolone or something like that, that's actually a dewormer for animals. They're now testing this for cancer patients. It costs $12 and it eliminates cancer. The human trials, every single person who takes this $12 pill, no chemo, it gets rid of cancer. Anything from bowel cancer, pancreatic cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer, any sort of cancer that you've got, because it's an anti-wormer that gets rid of parasites. And the trials in humans is showing 100%. I hope that just hit you. I am trying to help you guys as much as I can. I truly am. I am trying as hard as I can to help you guys. Wow, there's a big shift coming. Have you noticed it? There is a huge shift coming, because who just said, yeah, get on with the cards? Oh, okay, I'm getting there because I've got all your cards out, right? There's a huge shift coming where a lot of people are just going to totally cut and delete Big Pharma, cut and delete the doctors who are following the agenda just to make money and put Italian marble in their bathrooms. And they're totally now looking at herbal and natural remedies. Why is it ever called alternative medicine? It's the real natural medicine that we've got to get back to. So if you've got young kids that want to get into something weird, get them into herbology. Get them into researching what herbs cure what diseases. Read Dr. Barbara O'Neill books. Get yourself knowledgeable because all this stuff is coming. And if you want to get on the bandwagon and if you want to start making a lot of money out of this, a lot of you guys want to change your professions, right? Get into herbs. Get into natural remedies because that's the way of the future. Not from me. I'm hearing this a lot everywhere. Thank you for butting in and telling me that. She's saying, yes, tell people. Okay, so today's tarot day. Let me just go there. Hello, I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. I am a psychic medium. I died 25 years ago. I can say that now. 25 years ago. Clinically dead for 14 minutes. I'm the girl who went to heaven for 5 years. I came back with all the psychic abilities. So I do 2 lives a week when I'm healthy. I am here today, which is 9 a.m. Saturday, Brisbane, Australia time. Set your clocks, set your times, okay? I set these up an hour and a half prior. So it's 7:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, Brisbane time. Today is tarot. So everybody's got their tarot cards. I've got more over the side here. I've got another 2, 4, 6, 8 over the side here. I've already pulled cards for people. So that's today, live tarot cards. Okay, if you do comment before I go live at 9, you also get the Love Dove card, where all the cards start with the word love. Okay, so I've got those picked out for people. I'm also here, generally when I'm not ill, Thursday, Brisbane time. So it's Wednesday night if you're not in Australia. 9 a.m. Brisbane time on Thursdays. I do live psychic readings where you can ask all the questions. Do you see me moving? Do you see me selling my house? Do you see me getting the qualification? All the do you see me questions. Do you see me getting a partner? Do you see me getting rich at some point? I don't care. Ask away on the Thursday. Okay? I tap in. I've got her, my guide, angel, whoever you want to talk to. She pops in and she talks to me constantly now. Every day she talks to me. She was the one telling me last week, don't go to hospital. Thank God I trust her impeccably, because if I'd gone to hospital, who knows what they would have put into me? Who knows what tests or other stuff they would have done on me? And look at me today. I'm cured without that intervention of the health department. So I hope and pray I've just proven to you guys I trust her. I trust her over any human on this planet, including myself. Now that's big. Okay, so I'm here twice a week. Okay, yay, live. You don't have to pay. The only way that I support this channel is through you guys contributing to me. So there's a few ways that you can contribute to me. One is you say, oh, wow, I really like her channel. I'm going to throw her a couple of dollars to help out. PayPal link is below. Thank you to those who do that. Okay. Secondly is I sell books. I've got 4 books. My link is below in the description. I've got 4 books, including this one, When I Died. Okay. 5 Years in Heaven, Where I Went, what I saw. I've also got her. Look, here's a photo of her at the pool when she turned up at the pool. So that's Who Is She? So I talk about this photo is me in my life review. So I tell you all about what happened there. So I've got 4 books on the link. Come to me and get them as PDFs, a lot cheaper than going through Amazon. The other way you can contact me is get a private reading. I don't charge for what I do. I only ask for contributions of what you can afford. So there's no contract here. The link is below. You make a PayPal, or if you're in Australia, I've also got bank details if you need those. So you make a contribution, email me and say, this is where I am, because we have to set up time zones because I'm in Brisbane. So we set up time zones. I can fit people in generally within 3 or 4 days. So it's easy to get a reading from me as well. Okay. Yay. So there's me. Let's start talking about you guys now. Okay. Gosh, it's only been half an hour. Sorry for talking so much, but here we go. Live tarot has now started. And you're all going, oh, thank God, Lynda, you rattle. Okay. One who knows. This is 9627. Message redacted, but they have commented. So guess what? You get a card. I hope that you're still watching. Your card today is the Four of Swords. So this is for one who knows. 9627. Okay. Please go research what the Four of Swords represents. Look it up on Google, and because there's 20,000 different versions of answers for these cards. You've got to find the card. You've got to find the message within all those interpretations. Okay, so you've got to find the one that pertains to what you're going through. All right. Your Love Dove card says, "Love goes swimming when it gets hot." So this is the self-care card. Love is always two-way. It's about loving others or loving ourselves. So this is one that's talking about self-love. Love goes swimming when it gets hot. So one who knows, there's your cards for the week. I'm just going to put these here because I always make two piles with my cards. Take you over there, put you over to there. Okay. I keep all my cards in order. Okay, so here we go. Everly, oh my goodness, I am so glad to see you. I keep missing you. Hello, everyone. Glad to be back with you. Everly, I'm glad I'm back here too. God, it's been a hard week. Okay, so I've got your cards because I put your little name on it. Okay, Everly. All right, so Everly, your card. Now, I know what you've been through. Let me just wipe my eyes. I know what you've been through, Everly. It gets hard. But your card is a Queen of Swords. This is a woman who's scatterbrained. She's doing 16 things at once, but she manages it somehow. She's strong. She's a queen. She's determined. She's committed. This woman is reeking of loyalty, because if she didn't care and if she wasn't loyal to people, she wouldn't bother, right? So you've got the Queen. That's you, Everly. And your Love Dove says, love has no need to fabricate stories or tell lies. So this again is the negotiation and being honest card. This is the transparency card. So if you need time out for you with all this busy stuff that you're doing, it's okay to say, you know what? Lynda just took 6 out of 8 weeks off because she's not well, and she tells us all about it because I'm transparent. And look how proud I am of myself that I can sit here talking to total strangers and say I struggle. So sometimes when we are this busy, we need to be honest and say, you know what? I really need some me time. I need a hug. Who wants to come and hug me today? Okay. So let's have a look at your other comments here, because I can see there's a few more. I met a gentleman and all my friends loved him, and he fit my description. Yeah. He was too religious, and 5 days later, I had to block him literally. I've never blocked anyone before. It was crazy. Can I have a card, please? I'd love some directions. Everly, 5 days? Thank God you had the strength of the Queen. Wow. Thank God you knew to walk away from that. So remember right at the beginning when I was telling us about how we have 2 different things happening to us, external, internal? We've got to look at the external stuff. We really do, because these are messages, okay? We look at that guy, Everly, and you say, what was he doing that made you so emotional? What is he trying to teach you? So you look at his behaviors and you say to yourself, what was he doing that I'm trying to hide within myself? What am I doing that he was showing me that I really don't want to be? Because they come into our lives for a reason, okay? They really do. So when you look at this guy, really ask yourself, what did he ultimately do that made you say block? Because then you look at yourself and you say, was I doing that sort of stuff? Is that how I treat others? And we psychoanalyze it and work it out, okay? And you've got the Queen card. So guess what? You've got the power, the authorization, and most of all, the accountability to do this. That's your Strength card right there, okay? Love has no need to fabricate stories or tell lies. So be honest with how you're feeling, okay? Okay. Colin, yay! Hello, all. I hope you all have, or had, or will have a great day. You sound like me doing the Truman Show. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. I hope that you will, or I hope that you do, or I hope that you are having a great night. Oh, Colin, you're great. I love it. I've got your card because it's got your name on it. Colin. Okay. Colin. Oh, wow. I don't look at these cards when I pull them out. Oh, wow, Colin. Are you going through something at this point where you're really, really hoping for a good result? Because you've got the card that says go and wish for the best thing ever because you got the wish card. This is the wish card, 9 of Cups. This is the guy saying, cheers, big ears, congratulations. Okay. You've got the guy saying, whatever you wish for now has the capacity to come true for you. Wow. Wow. Colin, what does your love dove card say? Love cries openly at sad movies. So this is, again, another one of those transparency cards. Be honest with what goes on. It's okay to tell people what you're going through. Okay? I'm a firm believer. Tell people how you feel because then they know that A, you trust them, so it's bond building, and 2, it's you being transparent. So if they ever come back to you and say, oh, blah, 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 you can say, well, I've always been honest with you. You're a cow. I'm going to press that block button like Everly did. So we sorted out who people are. We really do. We sort it out. Okay? So, Colin, you've got a big week coming. Wish card. Be careful what you do wish for. Okay? Yeah. You got a good card there. All right, Peregrinus fella. They say, good morning, Lynda. Can you please... I nearly showed you this card then. Did you see it? Good morning, Lynda. Can you please let me know if me and all the animals will get the new property we applied for? Disco, Hippie, Gaza, Dazza, and Bazza are all hoping it's a yes. So for anyone who doesn't know Peregrinus fella, they came in. I don't even know if they're male or female. Okay, sorry. But I don't need to know gender. I just feel the energy from the heart. This person is looking after animals. They got a pigeon. A pigeon. Nursed it to health. Took it into the barn with the other animals, and it was in its element. So this is a person who does more for animals than what most people do for other people. I love this person. Whoever you are, Peregrinus fella, you deserve so much karma coming back in bucketfuls for you. So what does the card say for you today? I'm going to start. Oh, my God. I saw it as I flicked it up. Love would plant a garden of flowers. You know what this means? You're sowing the seed. So when we plant a field of flowers, 2 things or 3 things actually happen. 1, they don't produce. 2, they grow and they're not very good, or 3, they bing. And the best thing that happens when it goes bing is because the sun comes out. And guess what tarot card you got? The sun comes out. Oh. So you've applied for a property. You've put the energy out there. Will it manifest? But we always have to, because we've ego, we are just these blobs of DNA blubbering away, right? But at the end of the day, if we can remember this, we're putting the energy out there. And if you don't get this property, there's always a reason why you weren't supposed to get it. The roof may fall in 2 months when it's snowing or whatever, and all the animals get sick and die. Wouldn't that be horrible? So the universe says, we don't want you to get that house. We're going to keep you waiting for another 2 until this better place comes up. So just remember, trusting the universe to put you where you need to be in the right place. Okay? There's a reason why I haven't won lotto. I've dreamt lotto numbers probably 6 times in my life. But you wake up at 2 a.m. and you're thinking 47, 17, 16, 12, 2 and 18. You wake up and you're thinking 14 was in there, 2 and 18 was in there. Okay, where's my pen? Where's my paper? Running around in the dark at 2 a.m. 14, 2. What was the other one again? So you only get 2 numbers out of the 6. And then when you see all of them there, and you think, oh my God, that's what I dreamt. But it's not meant to be, or else I would have remembered them all. See what I mean? So the universe is just saying, Linda, here's the gift, but you're not supposed to have the benefits of the gift yet, because I'm doing service for others at this point. Okay? So just remember, things come when things are due. Universally due, karmic due. Okay? You got the sun card. It's coming. You're sitting there, it's dark outside, you can still see all the stars, but then that little line of orange comes across like a halo across the horizon. Here comes the sunrise. That's where you're at. It's coming. Oh my gosh, I hope and pray. Keep me in the loop, please. Okay? Richard, hello, Richard. You came up with some really good questions the other week, and I'm really sorry I've been sick for a week, so I haven't done any videos. Richard, we shouldn't go into the light when we die. That's a really good video. See, I wrote it down. I remembered. So, Richard, I am going to get some videos out this week. Why people say we shouldn't go into the light when we die. Brilliant question. And I really do apologize that I've been more times in the bathroom this week than sitting in front of my computer. Whatever happened to me, okay? But all things do happen for a reason, Richard. So let's have a look at what you've said. A happy hello to everyone in the chat. Linda, please get a card for me. Yes, I got a card from her. Thanks. Missed you Thursday morning. I hope you were doing a podcast with someone. Well, I wish I was doing a podcast. I was doing a podcast, but it wasn't on the computer. Okay. I was actually really ill for 6 days straight. A savant can multiply huge numbers instantly. Someone gets hit in the head and becomes an instant pianist. Where do these abilities come from? Oh, a prodigy is born who can play Bach at 3 or play chess at 3. Can you study piano or chess on the other side before you've been born? Do you get where Karina was living when she explained her life? Yeah, I know where Karina lives. She told me all about it. So what I'm going to do, Richard, I've got your comments here. Let me just put them all on the screen so I can see them. I'm going to take a screenshot because you ask really good questions, okay? And I'm happy to say, I'm really happy to say that these are public comments. So you don't have to give me consent to use it, because anyone on the planet can say, oh, that Richard was on that woman's comment and he asked these questions. Because you've made it public, you're giving me consent to use it. So I'm just going to make a screenshot. There you go. Took a screenshot. So there you go. So I've got your comments, right? I'm going to do some videos. And I'm happy to say Richard has asked in my live. Okay. So let's go through a couple of them just basically now. Okay. Okay. So the first comment from Richard is happy days. Okay. Did I pull you your cards? They're here. I've got your cards, Richard. We will get there. A savant can multiply huge numbers instantly. Someone gets hit in the head and becomes an instant pianist. A prodigy is born who can play buck at 3 or play chess at 3. So what are these kids actually doing? They are reliving their life or someone else's life and remembering it. Now, I've got a theory. I'm going to lose some viewers here. Okay. They're going to unsubscribe and run away, block Lynda. But down the religious rabbit hole, Jesus was born in Bethlehem. We all know that on the 25th of December. We all know it was Mary and Joseph on a donkey, that story, right? We all know that Jesus, when he was 30 years old, he was out there prophesying, curing people, walking barefoot through plague and leprosy-laden lands, never getting ill. But we also know he was a carpenter. So here's my theory. Was he really born as a prophet? Was he? We don't know because none of us were there. We're just believing the transcripts of people written and then rewritten and then version after version after version throughout history. So what was the reality? Because I've had an NDE, woken up with his psychic abilities, is there a chance? Now, I'm not saying this definitely happened, but possibility. He was a carpenter. Did they have OC Health and Safety 2,000 years ago? Did they have high-vis shirts and other PPE, protective equipment? So how do we know he wasn't up some makeshift ladder with his makeshift hammer, building a makeshift roof of a house? And he fell off his ladder and hit his head on a rock and had a near-death experience. And he woke up with all these epiphanies, like a lot of NDEs do. Just bear with me a moment. Are you leaving, Tash? Yeah. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm going to take a 2-minute break. My daughter's leaving. I just want to go give her a hug. Hang on. Where are you? Okay, can you take a screen from her, please? I love you, darling. Have a good day. Say hello to Mama for me. Love you. Come on, Mary. Come on, Mary. You're going to love this, guys. Guess what? I found Mary. I found the Pudgy. She's losing some weight. Here she is. Say hello to everybody. Oh, my God, she is so heavy, guys. Okay. This is Mary. Come on. Oh, don't growl. Yeah, so she's going to just sit here, hopefully, with me for a minute. She's hungry. So my daughter just left, so I thought I'll bring it. Can you just turn your head around? People want to see you. Up here, Mama. Up here. Well, turn your head up here. There she is. There's Mary. Oh, you're such a cutie. I love you. I love you. Yes, you got. So there's my cat. She's about to scratch me. Okay. I'll just show you her little pudgy belly again. There she is. There's Mary. So you know she's real. There you go. Oh man, she's gone. She's run out of the room so fast. Okay. So there you go. I found Mary, so I thought I'd pick her up. Okay. So let's get back to Jesus. Did he have some sort of industrial accident where he's had a near-death experience and he woke up as a prophet? It's a big rabbit hole, right? How many NDEs do we hear that actually do wake up with all the psychic abilities like I did? So it's feasible. It's feasible. 2,000 years ago, they didn't know what an NDE was. And 2,000 years ago, they didn't have the studies and the internet to know other people had experienced this sort of stuff. So, you know, when they see a UFO in the sky, obviously they write in like all the biblical texts, the fireball, the breathing dragon from heaven came down. You know, was it a dragon or was it a UFO? Or was it a meteorite? And they didn't know because nobody actually had told them, because nobody else had actually seen it before and logged it. So we don't know. But that's one of the theories that I've got. And Richard, I love that you go down this rabbit hole. I really do. Okay. So when we talk about your second one now, okay, because we just mentioned about getting hit in the head, okay, when kids, they just have this absolute prodigy moment, how do they know this stuff? It's obviously an imprint from something previous, because in the womb, we don't obtain the knowledge and the training to become a pianist. We don't have scientific access to become a scientist. So obviously, this is my theory, obviously, because it's unproven, but it's pretty obvious, right? That these are kids who are remembering past lives. Now, I've got videos. If you click my name, go to my channel, go into my playlist. I've got one there called Heaven Information. Under that playlist, Heaven Information, I've got a video in there called Timeline of Souls. So when I answer this question for you, Richard, I'll do that bit again, because I believe, because now, I did that video years ago, and now there is a lot of people now talking about how we live in a matrix where Lynda, the body of Lynda, born in 1966, is an avatar. It's an avatar. The souls are in heaven, eternal souls, and they say, okay, we've got to go to earth and we've got to live a life to learn lessons, etc. So the soul deliberately, intelligently decides on its own free will to enter the body of Lynda at conception, because that's that light, the spark of science, go through pregnancy, get born as Lynda, and grow up experiencing everything in her life. So when I die, or should I say when Lynda dies, my soul, returns to heaven, and another soul says, wow, that was a fun ride. I might try it now. Sign me up. So another soul, 1966, enters my body, comes through, and is now occupying the same Lynda body, the avatar. How many times has someone lived Lynda's life? Millions. It could be trillions of millions. Millions of trillions. I don't know. It could be just I'm the first soul to actually say I want to live in this avatar for this existence. But this, if you look at my video about deja vu is, if you look it up, and I'll do it right now. Hey Siri, what is deja vu?
Here's some info about deja vu.
Deja vu is the phenomenon of feeling like one has lived through the present situation in the past. So that means we're having a memory of doing this previously. This is how we do premonition. This is how we do manifestation. We remember our future because the future is a memory because we've already lived it. There's no time. Time is linear. So it's a big rabbit hole, guys. I'm allergic to my cat. She's just making my nose run. Sorry, I've just got to blow my nose. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this explains how kids can play Bach at 3. This explains how kids know how to play chess, the strategic moves of chess, because they've done it before, like the Groundhog Day. The Groundhog Day, I love that movie. I may watch that later because it's a comedy, but it's so serious in how we do live the same things over and over again. So I've got a video about deja vu. Go find it. It's in my Heaven Information playlist. Okay? What is deja vu? So I'm going to do some videos about you this week, Richard, because I am loving the questions you ask. Okay? Please know I respect you. If I had been sort of sane and conscious this week, I would have done some videos. So now that I'm actually getting better, I do want to do some videos. My daughter's just gone. I just said goodbye to her. She's gone for the day. I may do a couple of videos later today so I can upload them over the next few days so they're already sitting there prepared. So, yeah. So Richard also asked, did you get where Karina was living when she explained her life? She did tell me the suburb, the town that she lived in. Okay, she was from the 1830s. She lived up north in Queensland. She told me the town. I verified it. Okay, she told me about where they lived in the UK. Okay, before they came here and settled. So it's all documented. Okay, so yeah, she was living. She told me. We spoke for about 18 months. You know, we've been talking today for an hour. Multiply that by about 1 million, and that's how much information I received from her. So half of it was her telling me all about her life, and then she started telling me all about mine. She told me I'd work with the police. How do you think I felt coming back from America? I knew all this stuff was going to happen. It was so disbelieving. I didn't know how to trust it. So do you think I was telling people about it? Not really. It wasn't until I was working with the police that I started opening up to people. And I said, oh my God, she told me I was going to work here for 10 years. So that'll be 2012 I leave. And guess what? I left in 2012. I was telling people in 2006 I was going to leave in 2012. And I remember telling people at work, you at the police department, telling people in there, oh, by the way, after I finish here in 2012, I'm going to be a first aid trainer. I was telling people, police officers, I'm going to be a first aid trainer for 2 years. And I did from 2015 to 2017. January I started and January I finished. So it was exactly 2 years. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, so there you go. So Richard, did you get where? Yeah, I just explained that. So card for you, Richard. Love your work. I really love that you're asking the right questions. Please keep it up. If anyone else is thinking, wow, Richard's got some really good questions coming out, if you've got questions, you're welcome to comment. See, as you saw, I take a screenshot so I can do a video about it, or email me your questions and I can give me consent to use your name. So when I say give me consent to use your name, I've done videos where I say, this is from Michael because he only wants his first name. Then I've got videos where I say, Michael Jones. This is from Michael Jones. So they give out the surname as well. Then I've got Michael Jones in USA. They say, oh, yeah, just tell people I'm living in America. But then there's also ones who say, oh, yeah, my name's Michael Jones and I live in Salt Lake City in Utah. You're welcome to use all my information. So it's up to you how much of your personal information that you wish me to share, okay? But yeah, come on through. Tell me what your name is at least. How many Michaels are on the planet? Okay, but yeah, because it gives you that sense of self-worth when you say, "Oh my God, she did a video about me and my questions." I love making you feel great. Okay. And it shows I'm not the one just making up these answers saying, "Oh, yeah, I've just had an idea for a video." Me, ego, ego, ego. I'm giving you the credit. Wow. I'm giving you the credit. So, yeah, if you want your name used, please use it. Okay. So, Richard, get back because I've got Michael in my head now. Richard, your card is the 5 of Swords. Okay. Love would do small acts of kindness. So a little small act of kindness for you being so nice, asking these great questions. I'm going to look up, wrong book. In my Easy Tarot handbook, I feel like I'm on the sale of the century. Price is right. Wait, there's more. The Easy Tarot handbook coming to you now. And we're going to look up the 5 of Swords for you. 5 of Swords. Here it is. So there's the 5 of Swords. And I'll put the card up there so you can see it. Oops, that way. Goes that way. Okay. 5 of Swords reads, the 5 of Swords shows that an element of deceit may be at work. Oh, someone is not being honest in their dealings. There may be a hidden agenda or form of unhandedness. Oh, geez, I hope that you're not Jeff. Okay. Who's Jeff? He was a stalker I had a few years ago. He was gaining information of me to use for his own benefit. He should have just gone out and researched his own stuff, okay? But yeah, so the 5 of Swords is the deceit card. I hope and pray that, Richard, you're genuine, you're kind, you're loving, and just to be careful of other deceit around you. But you've got this one, love would do small acts of kindness, which means to me, that shows me that you're a genuine at heart person. Always be kind to others, Yeah, be kind to others. Bring out the best in everything and everyone. The world desperately needs it at this point. But please go look up that card, the 5 of Swords. Tell and find out your own little special message there, Richard. I love your questions, by the way. I can't tell you enough. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go there. Little wave. I've got your card. Thank you so much for being patient. Look, it's even got your little tag on the front. Little wave. I'm keeping these from week to week because I do get a lot of regular people coming through. So I keep your little piece of paper, and when I pull your cards, I go, "Oh, I've got a little placemat for you." It's like you've got your little placemat at the table. Little wave. Okay, little wave says, "Dear Lynda, great that you are here. Oh, I'm glad I'm here too, darling. I hope all is well. May I please have a card for the upcoming near future? I hope things are going really well for everybody." I love it when I love the energy. How many people say, "I need a card, I'm going through this, I've got this, I. But when people come on here and they say, "I hope things are going well for everyone," how many of you will say things like, "I'm hoping everyone here's having a great day"? Oh my God, it makes me feel so good. Okay. I've got to blow my nose. Mary, I'm just holding Mary. Scroll back if you want to see my cat. Okay. Oh my God. I am so allergic to my cat. She's bitten me the other night. This is her wanting dinner. See all these claw marks? I've got all the claw marks around me. There's one up there. But this one here on my arm, I'll show you what happened when she bit me. Little bitch. Okay. This is what happens when I get attacked from my cat. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's all red. It looks pretty crappy. So it's all, go back this way. Here, I've got this big round hive that's come up on my arm. That's just one of the hives, and there's another one over here that I've got up there. Yeah, my cat, There's the other side of my arm. So you can see how big the hives come up. She's a little sod, I tell you, but damn, she's a good biter when she's hungry. I was sitting there watching TV and I could see her on the ground. She's looking at me and the towel's wagging. And I thought, oh no. And she just jumps on the chair and wow, it's fun. Little wave. Okay, I've got your card here. Let me just make sure that I've got, yep. I'm up to date. I love it how I put little post-it notes on people's names now. So, little wave. Thank you so much for thinking of other people because you got the King of Pentacles this week. Please go look this one up. Get your own little secret message there. King of Pentacles. Wow. Great card. Love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat. I already know that you're a generous person because you've got the King card and look at you asking about other people. So you're gorgeous. Love would make sure everyone had enough food to eat with the King. Put it that way so you got both. Alrighty. Let's keep moving down the list. Okay, Richard says, if you got a dinosaur encyclopedia, could you point to what kind of dinosaurs you saw on the other side? Richard, I don't need an encyclopedia. I saw how many dinosaurs? Thousands. I saw thousands of dogs. I saw thousands of cats, tigers, bears, monkeys, giraffes, leopards, you name it. How many dinosaurs did I see? All. All of them. All of them. Now I'm having a flashback. Okay. Visualize this with me, guys. I'm standing on this, it's like a rolling plane. It's not flat. And I'm looking down through all the flowers because I was in the field of flowers for a very long time. And then I came back to it and I kept coming back to this field of flowers because it was just so nice there. I was rolling down the field of flowers a couple of times, rolling down the hill because we can do whatever we want. So I'm sitting on this it's sort of like this little slopey hill, okay? Little slopey hill. And this T-Rex comes in because I remember it because, Jurassic Park, right? We all know Jurassic Park. So this T-Rex comes in. Yeah, and the vibration on the ground, but there's no vibration because we're not physical there. But this dinosaur comes in. Instantly, he turns into a person. There was no transformation like the Transformers do. It was just dinosaur straight to little boy. It was a man, probably 20, 25-year-old man. So it wasn't a boy because I saw boys doing other stuff. There was absolutely no fear. There was no, what the hell just happened there? It was natural. We all did this. We can do this. So, yeah, how many dinosaurs did I see? Because I just had that flashback of that T-Rex. I wasn't scared of the T-Rex when I saw it because I knew the T-Rex. We were connected. We were one. I thought what he thought, and he thought what I thought. And even when it turned into that guy, I still could see everything about that guy, including the life where he lived as a T-Rex. So I hope that you just heard that. I saw all his lives. So one of his life was a T-Rex. One of his life was a man. So when I became the duck, I saw everything as the duck. Not just the quack and the waddly body and feeling its webbed feet. Because look, I've got my eyes closed because I'm now the duck. I can feel the water fur on my skin. It's so beautiful. 25 years ago, and it feels like I was there just this morning. It doesn't go away. It's constant. It's like it just happened 5 minutes ago, and I've just walked out of the room to get a drink of water or something, and it's right there in my memory. It's the weirdest thing. You know, I remember my first day when I joined the police, which was 2022. I started with the police in September 2022. I have memories of that day, but it was 25 years ago. So it's like faded, and I don't have a continual process of the whole event like a movie. You just get like little portions of, oh yeah, I remember sitting in that seat. Oh yeah, I remember that little bit she said. So it's stagnated. What's the word? Fragmented. There's little fragments that I remember from that day. But when I remember the dinosaurs, and like, because now that I've got on the dinosaurs, thank you so much, Richard, for asking. It's continual. It's like a movie where you've got the whole thing. It's not fragmented like a memory. And it was like it just happened 5 minutes ago. Like right now, when I'm looking down, I can see the colours. Now that I'm right back in that memory, I can see the colours. I can't explain the colours because the colours aren't here on Earth. I can't say, oh, it's like red with a little bit of green mixed into it to make it like a bit of purple. It's not like those colours. And the energy coming out of the colours, even the colours were alive. That's the weirdest thing. Even the colours. So if you've got a tree that's green, the tree was energy, but so was the green. It was so weird, but it's so natural. 25 years that I've been back here now, and I'm still seeing it as clear as day. And there's no fragmentation to those memories. It's just all playing out. Like I can see the city, and I can still see the mountains, the jagged edges coming out of the mountains, and the snow peaks. I'm there. That's how vivid NDEs are. Good, eh? So dinosaurs, yeah, I saw all of them. You name a dinosaur, they were there. Funny thing, when I started seeing spirit guides and that pterodactyl turned up in my backyard, I talk about it in my book, Spirit Guides and Life Paths Explained. I actually went up and touched the dinosaur. I had a pterodactyl in my backyard. It was so big, its wingspan went past my fence. My fence was about 50 foot long, and this pterodactyl's wings were bigger than that. And I went up, and this man that came to my house with this prehistoric dinosaur, he was in awe. He's sitting in his chair like, what is she doing? I said, mate, I got to touch this dinosaur. I got to touch it. And it was like a bat wing. And it was like a leather, but it had fur coming out, like not a great lot of fur, like, horse, like goat or whatever has fur, right? But it had hair, like long, really coarse. Well, when I say long, it wasn't long, probably this long, but you're talking about an 80-foot animal. So it's really short, but to me it's like long hair, right? And it all just folded down smoothly in this leather, like a bat wing. It was like a bat, but it wasn't a bat. Wow. Right there, the memories, not like fragmented memories that we have like 25 years ago. Wow. So I do have to keep going, Richard. I love you. Thank you so much for asking your questions. I hope that I'm answering some of your questions. Josie, will the outcome that I've been inquiring of, I'll leave this one up to God to answer for the card being drawn, being a yes or no. Thank you, Linda. Love you. Happy Friday. Okay, let's go there. Josie, I've got your card. Okay, there's your name. It's on there. Okay, Josie, you got the Tower. This is not a result. It's not a no. Okay, this is a wake up card. if you've been deceiving people, saying that you're better at your grades than what you are, the grades will speak and the tower will fall. But if you're out there telling yourself and others, oh, yes, I've got this, and you do the hard yards, you're doing the lectures, you're doing the testing, you're doing the prep work, you're doing all the study that you can, this tower won't fall. So it's not a yes or a no card. It's not a yes or no card. It's a you've got this card. It's saying if you have put in those hard yards to build your tower strong, it won't crumble. So please look up the tower card because it's not a no. Okay? Let's go over to your love dove card. The love card says love believes in fairness and justice, and that's exactly the tower. If you're doing this fairly and with justice, okay, things won't crumble. So it'll be a yes. There you go. Okay, let's go to Jim Holland. Jimbo, he says, good morning, Linny. Hope you are well. May I have some cards, please? Woof. Now, he's also said, peas, ET is real, what the F, and thank you, Trump. So maybe there has been some disclosure overnight. I don't know because I'm still recouping after being sick for a week. But Jimmy Holland, I've got your little card here, Jim Holland. Okay. All right. You've got a good card, Jim. And I'm going to tell you the good card first. Love would open doors for others. You got the Apprentice card, which is the Eight of Pentacles. This is the Apprentice card. This is your time to start studying. This is your time to start learning. This is your time to start implementing the next stage into your future. Think of it this way. Apprenticeships are always about a work or a job, right? It's not always about work. We can put apprenticeship skills into wanting to move house. So you start researching and learning about the new area that you want to go to. Now, Jim, we all know you live in the UK. Okay, we've mentioned it. You've mentioned it in the past. So there's something I really, 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 really want to talk to you about. Love would open doors for others. There is a big shift coming for the UK. Starmer's gone. This person that I spoke to last night, guess where they live? They're in the UK. And I said to this person, Starmer is gone. I'm seeing blue confetti. So who's the blue? And I really hope it's that Farage guy. Okay? I'm seeing blue confetti falling all over the UK. Now, I'm not a racist. I love every religion, culture on the planet. But if I go over to the Middle East today, I'm taking a burqa with me so I can put it on before I even get off the plane. So I respect their laws, I respect their culture, and most of all, I believe that I respect their belief systems when I land. I don't appreciate people who come to others' lands and discriminate, disrespect, and hate what's there. Go home is my philosophy. If you don't like where you go, don't change it to what you want it to be. Go home and create your world there. That's my philosophy. So what we're now seeing in all these countries, look what's happening in the US, where they've just elected another Muslim leader. And if you're looking at what happened with the guy that just took over New York, because he's bringing in all Muslim laws now. How the hell is this allowed? Take all that crap home, please. So what's going to happen in the UK? And I was telling this guy last night that I was talking to, he lives in the UK. The blue flag is coming for the UK, not for US. The US is still flying red. Australia, we're just a lost cause here because our red is actually the blue. We're so far gone here. We've converted the colours. But in the UK, they're going to start cleaning up like other countries in Europe. It's going to be a case of follow our laws or you're gone. So we're going to start seeing a lot of citizenship being revoked. We're going to start seeing laws and legislations being implemented where just because you go through all that process, if you don't work and if you don't assimilate and if you don't be an asset to the country that you live in, under the God-given Christian country that you live in, under the monarchy, you're gone. Oops. 49% of the UK is not going to be happy. So how do they get around this? They all come out with their masses and vote. And this is the big failure of the US right now. All these people saying, oh, I don't want to go vote. Well, guess what? Every Muslim goes out and votes. Why do you think the guy just took over New York? Why do you think the guy just took over Texas? Because so many people just don't want to go out and spend an hour to put a tick on a piece of paper. Here in Australia, it's compulsory. We have to vote or we get fined. And that's why we get so many people that say we've got a lot of corruption in our voting processes, because how can it be that all these people still get in when so many people are angry with it? And I'll tell you why, because that's why this government's bringing in so many immigrants. They brought in 45,000 immigrants just this month. They're bringing in something like 245 immigrants per hour or something like that are landing here. And guess what they do? They go straight onto welfare. They get a house given to them. They're all driving Toyota vans. Isn't that funny? So there's obviously a deal with Toyota. I haven't seen the paperwork, but that's my assumption, because they're all driving Toyota vans. And I can tell you, they're not just little sedans and little 1.6 engine cars. These things are huge 9-seater cars, because they're bringing their whole family with them, or they're breeding. My neighbour, I'm not upset with him. I love him, my neighbour. He's a lovely guy. I've spoken to him heaps of times, asking him about his wives and his kids. But he came here 3 years ago with his 2 wives, and now they're up to 5 kids. So 3 immigrants is now 8, and he wants another 6 kids. So between his 2 wives, he'll probably get it within 3 or 4 years. He told me he doesn't have to work, he's on welfare. Is this fair? Is this fair? Because we used to have Nauru Island, where all the immigrants went there for about 3 years. They learned English, they learned a trade, so they get a job. They learned computer skills. They learned how to drive and know Australian road rules. Now they just come here. They're thrown into the welfare system. They're out on the roads, and you wonder why there's so many car accidents. I have car accidents. I'm on a 4-lane highway. I see the accidents every week. I see who gets out of the cars. And the car at fault, you can tell by the clothing. And they're just scratching their head like, I don't know what I've just done. Because they don't know the road rules, because they've never had to learn them. They just get all this stuff thrown at them. And it's not fair. I live here. I should be the one getting the free road driver's license, you know? But I don't have that assumption, and I'd never expect anything, because I believe that you've got to go through the training and pay the fees and get your license the legal way. So why aren't these people doing that? Why do they get all these paybacks? It's very hard. It's extremely hard. So I know what the UK is going through, because we're there. Australia is right there with it. Anyone who says Australia doesn't have an immigrant problem, they haven't been to their local shops in a while and really looked at their culture of what's there. It's so unfortunate. It really is. But I don't have any animosity against who they are. I have the animosity against the way that they invade and take over. That's what they're doing. It's invasion through immigration and breeding. And they're going to just it's how they take over. And if you look at the Middle East, there's never been peace in the Middle East. So they're bringing it to the whole world. It's going to be war zone for the whole world. It's so unfortunate that people are just allowing this to happen. So anyway, let's keep going. Jim, I love you. Did I do your cards? Oh, yes, because you got the apprentice card. Start planning because things are coming. The blue confetti. I saw it last night. Blue confetti is coming down all over the UK. So that's I hope that's Farage, because when I look at Farage, this is a guy who's going to really say, he's about to grow a pair. And the day that he gets elected, he's going to go right, and the lion's coming out. He's saying, we're changing this, we're changing that, we're changing that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and we're starting this. And people are going to go, holy shit, what did we just elect? It's going to be good. It's going to be good. You know, this is going to happen in Australia as well. We need someone who's going to come in and say, everything Albanese just did for the last 5 years, gone. Gone. Okay, hammer bammers. Let's keep moving. Hammer bammer time. Okay, hammer bammers. Okay. Hey, Dr. Lynda, hope you're well. I'd love a card or two. You got two because you commented before I went live. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Good news coming. Please go look it up. Okay, your love dove card says, love would go for a walk in the sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. I haven't sung all week. Actually, I was actually whistling last night when I made dinner. I love whistling. I whistle all the time. Okay. But yeah, I'm walking on sunshine. Wow. And don't it make you feel good? Hey. All right now. Hammer bammers, this is your time to start celebration times. Come on. Okay. Yay, look at my energy. It's picking up. Well, the longer I'm talking, the better I'm feeling, guys. Okay, Chrissa, hello, dear Linda, and to everyone here, I hope you're doing well and better. I hope you're doing better. Is it a monkey and a little love heart? I love it. A little monkey. I am pretty impatient about my next big change. Tell me who's not, darling. You're in the mix with all of us. Any suggestions on how I can manage it? Hello to your lady too. People love you. People love you. Okay, so here we go with Chrissa. Now, Chrissa, you got your little tag, so I know your cards, right? Okay, whoops. Let's go there. Let's go there. Go watch the first half an hour of my show today where I was talking about it. The external and the internal forces, we've got to start being strong to this, okay? Start getting our energies right because there's a big shift coming. The more they make us feel unworthy, the more closer to the truth we really are about what's going on. They only fight back when they know that we're close to the truth being resolved, disclosed, or whatever you want to call it. Which means to me that us spiritual people, we're starting to learn. They're scared of it. They're fearing it. So they have to gaslight us to make us the feared ones. So they create these like hantaviruses. Please watch me on YouTube, on Facebook if you know me on Facebook. I share a lot about this hantavirus. It's all not right. It's a vaccine side effect. It's on the 4th page of the 9 pages released by Pfizer. Come on. Start waking up to this. This is the question that I wish that they would ask. As soon as they get someone sick, right? I really wish that they'd do this. You go to the doctor because you're sick. The first thing they should say to you is, when did you last have your COVID shot? I want to see those statistics. How many people these days, yes, we all get sick, right? We all get sick. Come on. I'm not vaccinated and I've just had a week of hell. Come on. Maybe that's why. So I can say it's not just the vaccinated getting sick. But it's interesting that these diseases, monkeypox, measles, and now hantavirus, they're all COVID vaccine side effects. You can't make this stuff up. It's on the website. I've got the 9 pages of side effects. If anybody wants the 9 pages of Pfizer side effects of the COVID vaccination straight from the website, please email me and I'll send you all 9 pages. You can go through it and say, oh my God. Oh my God. That's how bad it is. So there has to be some sort of transparency. Is it from this, or is it from this, or is it from this? Because the agenda that they're saying, it doesn't add up. Hantavirus cannot be transmitted from one person to the next. You catch it from an animal. That's why Gene, what's his name? Oh my God. I'm thinking Gene Simmons from Kiss. Oh my God. Gene Hackman, his wife, she got hantavirus because their house was full of rats. But did she pass it to Gene? No, he didn't die of hantavirus. So you don't pass it from person to person. But you do pass vaccine side effects to people to people. It's a rabbit hole. I'm trying to work it out because I want that disclosure. I want that transparency. I want to make us all think what could be doing this. I'm not saying I definitively know. I definitively know about 85% of it, of course, because I got told all about it in 2001, 25 years ago. But the whole thing is, I want to know why they, well, we all know why they're doing it. Anyway, get off that. Let's go back to the beautiful Chrissa. Hello, dear Linda and everyone here. I love the monkey. Look at that little brown monkey sitting there. I love his little tail. Okay. Impatience, darling. Well, guess what? You got the Queen of Pentacles. Your impatience about to go for a little bit longer. Okay. Please go and research what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. I love this symbol over here. I got to show that symbol. There it is. Whatever that is. Oops, upside down. Where is it? This way, come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Whatever that thing is there on the ground, weird little symbol. Okay, what does your love dove card say? Love plays games and happy music with friends. So this is communication. This is all about being transparent, which is funny because I just said all that about the vaccines. This is about putting two heads together to get the better result, if that makes sense for you. Okay? So don't feel impatient alone. Share it with people that you're close to and say, are you impatient too? What's this feeling? Why have we got this? Is this something external to us that's going on? Energy weaponry or whatever, or like spiritual attacks, energy attacks, right? Is it something like that, or is it something that I'm just creating myself? And if your friends say, well, you know what, you're a bit delusional, we're a bit worried about you, that's when you can say, okay, this is just me, okay? Love plays games and happy music. So make it light, make it fun. Just say, hey, do you still think I'm a nutter for what I'm talking about? And laugh about it and just see what they come out with, okay? Because at the end of the day, the Queen, where am I? Here, Queen. Regardless of what the Queen's about, it's the Queen. The Queens are always in charge. The Queens are the ones making decisions. They're the ones working through stuff. So, of course, you're a Queen. I love you, Chrissa. Thank you so much for being here. Robert Harris. Now, I have messaged Robert Harris's numbers to him. So I'll quickly go through Robert. He got the Page of Pentacles, which is good news coming. And then he got Love Tells You How It Feels About You. So Robert's already got these because I messaged them to him. His wife, Mel, who has given me consent for her cards, she got the 8 of Cups. And love would be thoughtful and caring. So that's for Mel. So I'm not going to say anything more there because I do talk to these people. So, yeah, May, Mel, and I have cards for the week. So I'm grateful that he said, please, that Mel gets a card too. Hammer Bammers. Now, I'm just going to refresh my screen, guys. Wow. Okay. Now I'm going to go back up to where the little monkey was. I love that little monkey. There he is. So now I can come down. Okay. Little Wave says, hi, I'll probably not be able to join live, but we'll catch you later. Yep. the replay. Thanks so much. Bob Hope. Bob Hope says, okay. Sorry, Everly. Now, because Bob has said something, I've given him a card. Here's my last one that I pulled. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. I love the 9 of Pentacles card. Okay. So, Bob Hope, you got the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that there because you've got other comments. So, now we go over to Athena. Morning, may I have a card, please? All right. So, this is when I went live. So, now let me just connect to my card. Hello. Okay, let me get rid of the hair. I'm thinking about chopping my hair off. Should I cut my hair, guys? I'm actually thinking about going back to like hair length. Oh, God. Yeah, should I cut my hair? Okay, here we go. I don't really want to cut my hair, though. Okay, let's get a card for Athena. Back to Athena, 27N40. Morning. May I have a card, please? Sure you can, Athena. It's coming. So I finished with the Love Dove cards now, guys. No more of those because now I've got to manually pull cards for people. It's a beautiful day. Oh, pain in my back. Oh, I would not wish this on anybody, what I've had for the last week. Okay, card just spat out. Athena, good news. You got the Ace of Swords. Look at that beautiful dagger. So you got the Ace of Swords, Athena. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. Alrighty. Now we go over to Debbie Only. Hello, Debbie. Oh, hang on. I just remembered I haven't added in on my other cards. Is that what you were trying to tell me? Okay, now I've got a full deck of cards. Okay, full deck of cards now. Let's go. Oh, did you see that? Now, 2 spat out. Debbie Only. Yeah, playing silly buggers. You can tell I've got 2 cards here, right? Debbie Only. You can't make this stuff up. They're both queens. So you got to look at, when you look at these cards, because I'm going to give you both because they're both queens, don't just look up the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Swords. What I want you to do is to look at what do pentacles mean and what do swords represent. Look at the actual what they represent, the 4 types of minor arcanas, which is swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. So you look them up specifically. What do the pentacles mean? What do the swords mean? And then you say, okay, I'm the queen in this situation. What's it bringing for me? Okay. You got 2 queens, Debbie Only. I did write it down. I will message you later. Wow. 2 queens popped out. Hope they're good cards. Okay. Bob Hope says, ever happy Mother's Day. Yeah, ever mother, happy Mother's Day. Bob Hope, you did get the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to put that back into my deck now too. Okay. All right. Richard says, sorry, Lynda wanted ideas for our videos. Yes. Hey, Richard, so many questions. Maybe you should consider booking a private reading. Oh, sorry, Debbie, I didn't read your question. Yeah, but Debbie, you know what? I don't mind when people ask me questions because I take screenshots and that gives me video content. So I can spend time then being more elaborate, okay, with what I talk about. So I did see Golden Rose here. So I was thinking about Golden Rose. Hi, Lynda. I hope you're feeling better. Sending love and blessings. Guess what? You got the Emperor card, Golden Rose. Oh my God. Look how it's like shining from the round light that I've got. The Emperor for Golden Rose. How gorgeous is that? Bob Hope says, sorry about your week. That's awful. God, thank you. God, you're all right. Yeah, me too. Light and Love says, hi, Lynda. Blessings to you and everyone. Light and Love. Giving you a card. Let's get you a card, Light and Love. Hope you're having a good week. Yay. So, guys, I will be here next Thursday morning, Brisbane time at 9 a.m. That will be Wednesday night. Anywhere else on the planet, that will be a live psychic reading day. So you can ask all your questions, okay? And I sit here, tap into her, and no tarot that day. So I do tarots today, which is Saturday, okay? Friday night, wherever you are on the planet, because Australia's got its own little time zone warp out. Yeah. So please know I do 2 lives a week. If anyone does want a private reading from me, which Deb's only did suggest, please know I don't charge. I only ask for contributions through PayPal. There is a link below. Basically, make a contribution, email me, tell me how much you've sent, tell me where you live. We work out a communal time and date, and I send you a Zoom link. It's pretty easy. I fit people in within about 3 or 4 days. Okay. Light and Love, your card is, oh my God, you got the wish card as well. 9 of Cups. Be careful what you wish for this week, Light and Love. Big things are changing for you. This means that you've got the opportunity to really make those changes occur. So be careful what you wish for, okay? Don't have any negative thoughts, because every thought we have does create a reactive emotion, which creates our reality. So try and stay happy. Try and sing your favorite songs every day. You know, every time I turn on YouTube, funny thing, I've never watched U2 on YouTube, but every time I turn on YouTube, the Joshua Tree comes up with all their songs from U2. So I used to own that CD back in the 90s, and I unfortunately gave it up because I had to move, but gave it to someone else. But isn't it funny how that is like a little message to me to always remember the songs I love? With or Without You, I love that song. Okay, with or without you, with or without you. Sing it, Bono. Yeah, so the Joshua Tree, if you're really keen to know, Bad, I think, is on your Joshua Tree. Bad is one of their songs. There's another song down there. It's like the second last or the last song. The Forgotten Child for Children or something. If you listen to that, you'll know a lot about me. There you go. If you want to know something more about me, there's a song about me. Maybe that's why I've got to go watch it. Oh, Willow. I just saw your name there, Willow, and your card just spat out. So this is your card. So let's keep going. Willow T33. Hello from Mississippi. Hello, Nadu. Happy early Mother's Day. Yay! Send in positive healing energy. May I please have a card? Well, guess what? You got the Temperance card. Talking about Mother's Day. Please go research. What number is that? It is 14 in the Major Arcana. Temperance card, Willow. Please go research that. Find out your own little secret message there for you, okay? All right, let's keep scrolling down. Josie says, I always say we're gig, listen, gelatin, DNA molecules moving constantly without stop. Yeah. Well, I just call it quivering wrecks of DNA. We're just like, we're like blubber. Everything's going wrong today. If you've ever seen the movie Mad's Weird Science, it's got Kelly LeBrock in it. They make her out of a little Barbie doll. True movie. It's Weird Science, okay? Weird Science. One of the Bills, is it Bill Paxman or Bill Pullman? I think it's Bill Paxman, the one from Twister. He's the brother, and Kelly LeBrock turns him into like a pile of doo-doo. And he's in the kitchen and there's this pot and he's got his mouth moving, so it's all done by puppeteers. So it's one of the Bills, Bill Packman or Bill Pullman, that's Bill Packman, and he's there. Wyatt, his brother, come and let me out of the kitchen because he's this big blob of DNA. Oh, it's a funny movie. I'm trying to get it on DVD. I really am. Anyway, I'll get it at some point. Weird science. Love it. Okay, so let's go down. L6110. I pray you feel better soon. Oh, L. Hasn't even asked for a card. Oh, okay, she's asked. Okay, so let's just keep going down. Willow says, gosh, I thought it was a question name. May I please have a card? Yeah, Willow, I just gave you a card. Okay, so now we go to L. Agreed, walk away. Had to learn that. After I found out my mum was bad-mouthing me to our relatives and non-relatives, it was heartbreaking. L, you and me, darling, I'll be honest with you guys. I firmly believe I am a reflection of what happens with you guys. It's so synchronized that when I go through stuff, someone comes to me and they say, oh my God, I'm going through the same stuff right now too. It's so weird. I can find something and then like walking around, going out for a walk, and then I tell someone and they say, oh my God, I found one of those yesterday as well. It's messages. So we've got to pause when all this stuff happens. So please know, Elle, I'm going to pull you a card. I think I just did, but I'm going to pull you another one because you're gorgeous. And I want you to feel special because it's the first time I've seen you here. L6110. Walk away. Walking away for our own sanity is usually the best thing that we can ever do, you know? So I'm just going to go there. I texted my mum yesterday and said, what are you doing tomorrow for Mother's Day? Oh, I've actually got a reply. 14 minutes ago, my mum replied. So I'll get to that later. But I've already made plans for tomorrow. I've got other people who have I've got a friend who just lost her mum. I'd like to ring her and ask her how she feels. Her mum just died yesterday. I've got another one whose mother is about to pass any day. I'd like to ring her and say, how are you feeling? I've got your back. I'm supporting you. Then I've got my own daughter. I've got some other people that I think about. So it does get hard for me. It really does. Mother's Day is never a good day for me, you know. Okay, so let's go there. L, I want to get you a card. Did you notice that I just tapped my cards? Because that puts the energy in. L. L, please. I don't know if you ever get compared to Legally Blonde, but I love Elle in Legally Blonde. Gosh, I hope you're sort of like her with that gutsy attitude. And the clothes. You know, Reese Witherspoon, in her contract, she got all the clothes from those Legally Blonde she got all the clothes from those movies. It was in her contract. Wow. And all those clothes were designer, just made for her. So, yeah, she cleaned up. She's actually said it was like $50,000 worth of clothes per movie that she got. How cool would that be? You just walk into the shop in those pink outfits. Just going up to get some milk now. And people see her and say, oh, my God, it's Elle Woods. I love Legally Blonde. Now I want to watch that today. I really want to watch that. Elle, thank you so much for making me feel so good just because of your namesake. Man, you're a gorgeous woman, Elle. I hope you're a girl. I don't know. L could stand for Leonard, Leonard. Okay. I love you. The energy and just the fact that you're here. Of course, I'm getting you a card. So come on. Let's go. That is your card. Let's have a look at what you've said, Elle. Agreed. Walk away. And guess what? I found out my mum was bad-mouthing me to everything. It was heartbreaking. Guess what, Elle? The Death card. Walking away is the best option that you ever did. Ending it. Ending it. If you do ever want a private chat, my email is below. Lynda@lindaray.info. You're welcome to email me. Anyone's legally blonde. Anyone can email me. I love getting emails from people. I really do. So this afternoon and tomorrow, I really have to get through some emails. Monday, oh gosh, I'm taking my daughter to the dentist. But yeah, I'll get on to. Did one just pop off? I could have sworn a card just fell then. No, that was a bit weird. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay, come back in. Okay, Elle, trying to get you a card, darling. I really want you a card. I think I already got you a card, but you're going to get another one. Card for Elle, please. There it is. Thank you. Okay, cards up here, so you know this is it. Nine of Pentacles. I love this card. So, Elle, I want to make you feel special because you are. Nine of Pentacles. I know it's a good card. Nine of Pentacles is the financial success card, usually attained through one's own efforts. Oh my God. So there you go. This is financial success. If you're starting a new business, this card means it's going to go. If you're looking for a promotion, apply for it because you've got to build it. This is the card saying get out and make it happen. It's not like just winning the lotto or walking down the street finding that wad of $10,000, which has happened to a few people I know. How good would that be? Just walking down the street and there's about $10,000 in a wad. You're looking around, whose is it? You can't tell anyone, is this your money? Because they'll say, oh, yes, thank you so much. I just dropped it. So you're looking around thinking, whose is it? I'll hang on to it for a week just in case. Nine of Pentacles. This is you've got to get out there and make it happen card. So it's like a promotion or starting a business. So, Elle, thank you so much. Robert Globe, cloves, I agree. Quitting sugar also made my life so much better. Now, because you're here, Robert Globe, I call you Robert Globe. I'm dyslexic. Because all I see is the GBL and my brain just goes switch, GLB. So it's Gobble. Robert Gobble. Okay. Gobble or Gobble? I'm not sure. Okay. Please excuse the way I say your name. Okay. I'm hopeless with names. I really am. Got a card. 7 of Wands. Okay. Not a card that I really know much about. So, Robert, please go research the 7 of Wands. I'm just writing that down. 7 of Wands. Okay. All come in. Okay. Richard says numbers 11, 7. And the manner was as coriander said, and the colour thereof as the colour of bdellium. I swear that coriander has helped my memory. Yes. Now, the other good one that's really good for memory is rosemary. So I read this thing and it said if you've got a tin of rosemary, because I get the little jars from my grocery store, it said you just take the jar off and sniff it every morning. You do like 3 big inhales of sniffing the rosemary. So I thought, what am I going to lose? So I unscrewed the lid of my rosemary and I thought, oh, that smells pretty intense. Do it again. But I swear to God, these things do help. Coriander is another one. So thank you so much for saying that about coriander. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So let's keep going with some more. 94NOLO. Good Friday evening from Florida. Yay! 94NOLO. Now, I will tell you, I love my true crime stories. I worked with the police. I worked in forensics for years. I love the science behind solving crime scenes. So I like watching all the true crime. We were just watching the other day. Can't remember the guy's name, but I did. Oh, I can't remember it. But he lived in. Oh my God! Let me just go there. Let me go there. It was actually Worst Ex Ever. It's on Netflix. We're watching it. Worst Ex Ever. Season 2 just dropped. So let me just go over to Florida. So if anyone wants to know where I am, there's me. I'm the blue dot. Hello. My phone's tinging. So that's where I am in Australia. Just so if you know, I live right down. I'm just south of Brisbane. Okay, so if I zoom in, look at me. I'm just south of Brisbane. Okay, there you go. So let's go over across the Pacific. We'll find Florida. I'm in Florida. So this was in. Where is it? Where is it? Worst ex ever? Because I Googled Maps it. Fort Myers. Fort Myers, which is where that big hurricane hit, right? So you had a really bad boy down there. And then the other one, they lived more north. Where were they at? They were up north somewhere. Can't remember. Yeah, but Fort Myers, I was watching this show. So when they show like a map and they say this is the route the car went, so you can see all the roads, I Google Maps it. I pause the screen, so I'm looking at the map, and I think, where is this guy traveling to? So he goes across the bridge at Fort Myers. He goes around the back lots. I'm watching it all on Google Maps. And I found the house where one of these girls lived. So not that I'm a stalker. I just like processing crime scenes. You know, I love it. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So N for Nolo, Good Friday evening from Florida. Did I give you a card? Oh, God. I'm starting to lose it a little bit because it's coming. I've been here for 2 hours, guys. So please bear with me. If I give you 2 cards, hello, you get 2 cards. So, but I think I did. There it is. Now you've got the Knight of Wands, sorry. Knight of Wands just popped out. 94NOLO. Knight of Wands. Please go research that one as well. Okay, I see 8466. Hello, Linda. Can I have a card, please? And yes, I used Fembendazole. Thank you for spelling it rightly. Fembendazole on a friend with terminal prostate cancer, and it worked. I love hearing these stories because it's all about parasites. We've got to get rid of parasites from this. Crazy stuff. So I see 8466. You got a card. You got the 5 of Wands. So please, oh yeah, I know what this card means. It's not a nice one, but please go research it. Find the message for you. 5 of Wands. Okay. I see 8466. All right. Robert Gobble. Now, did I give you a card? I did. I was on set out in the Utah West Desert, 40.5 Celsius, and I was miserable. An active friend looked at me and said, "You're sick." We broke for lunch. He said, "Throw away the potato chips." Changed my life. You know it, Robert. Here in Australia, we do get up to the 40s. Out west, it goes up to the 50s. So, you know, it's when I say it's cold here right now, this is about as cold as our winter gets, and it's 22 Celsius. Outside is 22 Celsius. So let me just do it. Hey, Siri, what is 22 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
It's 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
71 Fahrenheit. That's our winter. That's our winter days, guys. Nanner. Now you know why I always wear T-shirts. All my dresses are no sleeve or just short sleeve T-shirts. I've got one dress with long sleeves and I've got one jacket. Well, it gets cold. Like last night it got down to 10 Celsius, but we do get down to about 3 Celsius. In about another month, it'll get down to 3 for a week or two, and then it goes back up to 15 at night, which is really good. Anyway, off that. So Robert Goebel, I love you for saying that. L says, are you able to see where I went when I was a child and was found unconscious at the playground? We had gone to the playground, but I have wondered if I went anywhere spiritually. Wow. I don't usually do these questions today. This is something to ask on Thursdays when I do my live on Thursday, which will be Wednesday night for you, Elle. So please know I do 2 lives a week, okay? Did you go somewhere? There's a good chance you did. I'm feeling the heebie-jeebies, okay? Which means that something external and intelligent was involved with this. Was it sort of like a serial killer abductor? Could have been. Kidnapped you and taken you down to a creek or something? I don't know. But something did happen to you. Hopefully, and I really sincerely mean this, I hope that you're okay. I hope that you weren't injured, harmed in any way or form. Sorry, my eyes water a lot. How do you feel now? And what's happened since then that's turned you into a spiritual person? Because when we do have childhood memories like this that retain, they stay, they remain. We retain the knowledge. It's usually a life-changing event, okay? My NDE that I had when I was 35, it was a life-changing event. It's like it happened yesterday. It changed me. You know, I won't say I was the worst person on the planet, but I wasn't the best person on the planet. And my NDE changed me into the person to try and be the best person on the planet. It taught me to teach others how to be the best person on the planet. You know, and the first thing that spirituality says is be nice to those close to you. So you've got to look at those who are close to you. Doesn't mean blood. So you look at those close to you and you imprint your knowledge, your skills, your experience, your energy onto them. So they become your frequency and you become theirs. That's what bonds us. Bonding is when we are energetically intertwined and our consciousness becomes one, like in heaven. So if you strive to be that sort of person, and I hope and pray you do, you're on the right path, okay? I love you so much, Elle. Love you. Okay, 94 NOLO, thanks for sharing your gift. I'm feeling a bit stuck in life with certain things, so I'm hoping for some insight. We all are, darling girl or boy, 94 NOLO. Okay, it's hard. So please watch the first half hour of my live today, okay, where I was talking about all this. All right. L says message redacted. Okay. L.A.L.A.1. Hi. Like 9 new sub. What does my intuition already know that I'm resisting? Okay, today is not psychic day. Today is tarot. Just to clarify, guys, I do 2 lives a week. This is all Brisbane time. I'm about 14 to 17 hours ahead of America and I'm about 10 hours ahead of Europe. So it's Wednesday night for you guys. Today is tarot. I also do a live on Thursday, 9 a.m. So that's Wednesday night if you're in the US or Europe. That is where you ask your questions because I don't do the tarot. I zap in using her and we get your answers for you, okay? But I will help you because you're a new subscriber and I love you for being here. Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Lynda Cramer. You're welcome to go through my playlists, okay? If you click my name, go back to the channel start, go to playlists along the top where it says new, then videos, live playlists. Click there. You can go down. I've got playlists for ghost information because I see ghosts every day. I've got one there for personal development, all our how-to videos, how to raise your vibration, how to sleep at night, how to get through fear. They're all there. Then I've got psychic information, how to do your own aura cleanse. Again, how-to videos, how to get rid of external energies. Okay. Then I've got heaven information, where I died. What is my life review? Why are there chairs in heaven? Do we have sex in heaven? Do we see our loved pets in heaven? All those type of videos are there. So you're welcome to go through my channel. All my videos are free. I do not do super chats, and I do not do member-only videos. Everything's free on my channel. And I like it that way because so many people who are struggling can't afford stuff. And believe me, I know how you're feeling. So I've been in similar situations in my life. You know, I lived in a women's shelter, and I've been in like a DV, domestic violence women's shelter. So I've been homeless, okay, where I had to give up everything I own. I had to go through those experiences because it humbled me. So now I don't look down on people. I look up to people. I treat people with dignity and respect. And that's a big thing about a lot of people now. They don't do that. They've lost their compassion. So I rebuild compassion. I rebuild love, loyalty, dedication, devotion, forgiveness, and most importantly, self-love. That's who I am. That's my goal. That's my dream job that I'm trying to succeed in life. So thank you so much for being here. So what does my intuition already know that I'm resisting? Well, please email me. I've got a book, and it's called the How to Connect with Your Higher Self meditation book. If you want a copy, all you got to do is email me and I send it to you for free. Okay? Yep, so I've got a PDF, How to Connect to Your Higher Self, so you can get the guidance through meditation and the clarity to get through all these blockages that we have. I really should read that book again today as well. Do some of the exercises in there because this last couple of weeks for me has just been hell on earth. So let's get you a card because today's tarot day. Okay. Oops, that is your card. LA1. You got the Strength card. Number 8. It's number 8. Number 8 in the Major Arcana. You got the Strength card. You're stronger than what you're giving yourself. You're filling yourself with self-doubts. So instead of saying, I'm resisting, start saying, I'm receiving. Okay? Go watch my help videos. Okay? How to do the I ams, I do, because right there you're saying, I'm resisting. Don't resist. Give up and surrender to it. Use that Strength card. Use that strength that you've got within you and say, you know what, I've actually got this. I've got the intuition. So if I've got a blockage, I'm going to stop that right now and say, neck off. I don't want you anymore. So this is how we start building up our vibration within us, our energy field. So all these self-doubts, all these resistances can't penetrate through. Now, we are only human. I'm human too. We all suffer. I've just had the worst 6 weeks out of 8. 6 weeks out of 8. I was on endone for 2.5 weeks because I had major dental reconstruction work done. Wasn't nice. And then I've just had whatever it is that I've had this last week. So we all go through it. So I'm never going to say I'm a guru or I'm some master. But I will tell you what I am. I'm you. I've been through your battles. I've been through your wars. I've died. I've had 3 divorces. I've lost a child. Does it get any worse than that? I've been homeless. Does it get any worse than that? I've been robbed. I've had a gun in my face. Does it get any worse than that? I've died. So I'm you. And I thank God every day I've been through those things. I don't hold on to animosity. I don't hold on to revenge or grudges for why they did what they did. I forgive them. They did only what they could do. How I react to what they did is my responsibility. How I live my life and how I treat others is a reflection of the person they tried to destroy. So it's empowering ourselves to become our best. It's becoming that hope that others can get through what they've been through. So don't resist it. Accept it. Accept it. And surrender. And just say, you know what? I know I've got this. And if I do have a block, I give you consent, I give you permission. Get rid of it. Take it away. I don't want it anymore. Because as soon as we say, I don't want you anymore, 80% of people say, oh, yeah, I really do because I like playing a victim. But there's 20% of people who say, you know what, I really don't want to be in that victim mode and I don't want this anymore. Yeah. We never want sympathy from other people because we create it within ourselves. We never have to have people saying, oh, I feel so sorry for what you've been through, because we create that for ourselves. We never need somebody to say, oh, I'll help you get through that. Thank you for the offer, but I'm going to try and get through this myself. Emotional stuff by myself. Financial, if someone comes to you and says, hey, I'll help you financially, thank you so much, I'll accept that. Especially if you can't do it financially. But emotionally, I'm going to try and get through this myself. My brain is the only component that is creating those false allegations. My brain creates the false allegations, which turns into my self-doubts, my own self-worth issues, my jealousies, insecurities, the grudges that I hold, the regrets that I have. It's all because it's a fabrication of here. No one else can change it. Only here can change it. Me. So once we accept me is responsible for everything me does, we turn our lives around. And as soon as you say to yourself, I don't want me to be going through this anymore. I want to be empowered. I want to be psychic. I want to have all these abilities come out. Damn. Things start happening. Get ready for the roller coaster because I've got a video download night. I'm sitting there in my pajamas and I look like I've just been through a hellfire. Yeah, download nights are real fun. And I've been through a lot of them over the years. But you know what? We wake up and it's like, what the heck just happened? But at the end of the day, you think, wow, thank God. Because now I'm going to, whatever I've just downloaded, give me the opportunity to use it. And that's your big thing here. Lala1, Lala1. Instead of thinking I've got a resistance, talk to your angels, talk to your gods, talk to your higher self and say, you know what, put me into an opportunity where I have to show that strength card. How does a person know if they're strong unless they're walking down the road and they see a kid that just got hit by a car and the car's lying on that kid? So the strength comes in and lifts that car up. We don't know how strong we are until we're put into the opportunity where we have to use it. So that right there is what I want you to ask for. It's scary. Please put me into the opportunity where I've got to use what gifts I've got. It's scary if you've never used it before. So you say to them, God, angels, spirit guides, whoever, because I do see all three. God, give me the opportunity to be put into a position where I feel and am needed to use my gifts. I want to feel my gifts. I want to feel the energy that my gifts create. I want to be put into an opportunity where I have to utilize these gifts. Put me into the position where I can help somebody else by using my gifts. Please, Lord, no, I'm petrified. I'm scared shitless. So please take away my fears. Encourage me. Give me the strength of the lion. Fill me with the knowledge that this is going to be okay. Give me the confidence that I'm going to succeed. That's how we empower ourselves. That's how we use this to our advantage. And we create our own energy. And if we do that energy in love, and we spread love, become love, and be love, man, it's endless. It's endless what can happen. Yeah. There you go. Big, big. I hope you've just listened to LALO1. Oh, thank you for learning what I preach. Because I'm not a master. I'm not a guru. I just spread my truth. Listen up. Follow me. Learn to hopefully create your world better than what it was yesterday. Because there's no competition from me. I just teach you how to be your best. That's what I'm here for. Okay, Jim says, just messaged you. Good night. Justina. Hello, Justina. Okay, let's get there because I'm down to a few comments left. Oh, that is your card, Justina. Okay, Justina. Oh, Justina, you got the 5 of Cups. Please go and have a look at what that represents for you. 5 of Cups. He hasn't given up because, look, there's still cups behind him that are full. Okay, soul waters, they say, hello, everyone. Rosemary plants are also really good for spiritual protection. Okay, soulful waters, I am pulling you a card. Hi, Dr. Lynn. Yeah, I don't care what you call me. I get called Lindsay a lot, okay? Lindsay, okay. It's all good, I don't care. Hey, you, I don't care about that. A lot of people do call me you. I don't care. Okay. Hi, Dr. Lynn. I used to live near where your blue dot was. Oh, I would love if you could pull a card that may provide insight on my career if you feel it. Okay. Soul water waves. How close to that blue dot are you? You're welcome to email me, introduce yourself, and let me know where you live. Okay. Yeah, I like finding little soul-searching warriors near me, I tell you. Okay, let's get you a card. Where are you now? Get you up there. Oh, no, too many. Too many spat out. Let's get you one. So I'm just going to repeat, guys, if you do want a private reading from me, I don't charge. I only ask for contributions through PayPal. Okay. Yes, please email me. All right. Yeah. So I can set up a Zoom call. If you're in Australia, I do have a BSB and a bank account. And we can also do a phone video call if you've got a compatible phone. I've got an iPhone. So, Soul Waters, you got the King of Swords. He's already come out today, which shows a good energy is abundance. So there is your card. Please look up the King of Swords. That's for you, Soulful Waters. King of, who is he? Swords. Okay, so it is the end of my time, and as you all know from watching, I do pull a card for myself at the end. Yay! Card for me, please. Card for me. Card for Linda for the week. So, guys, I will be here Thursday, 9 a.m. Brisbane time. Ask all your psychic questions, okay? Free. All my readings are free online, okay? If you do want a private reading, it's up to an hour and a half, okay? I have no expectations of what people send over, so I only ask for contributions. So if you make a contribution through PayPal, email me, tell me where you live. If you just want to make a contribution and say, hey, Linda's doing great work, I just want to throw her some money towards everything she's going through, I will gratefully accept those. Okay, so email me regardless, you're welcome to. I love it when it's not the card. Thank you for letting me know that. So a soul for Linda. Soul card for Linda for this week. Soulful waters. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your email. I do have to go out this morning, so I'm going to get to my emails later this afternoon because my daughter's gone for the day. Yay, so I can spend some time on the computer. Card for me. Why don't you want me to give me a card? So, okay, card for Linda. Is that what I'm doing wrong? Card for Linda. Card for Linda. Sometimes I take a piece, right? Card for Linda. Take you that sweet time. Some people do like hanging around to see what card I get from me. Card for Lynda, please. Come on. No. Goodness me. All right. Let's just hold these for a minute and do a little closing little speech. So I am looking at podcasts, and I am also working on my energy healing book, okay? Energy healing. How to take that empowerment back within ourselves to create the frequency that creates the reality of what we live in. That's the big thing here, right, guys? We all want it. How do we get it? We've got to manifest it for ourselves. So I'm writing a book. I was in heaven for 5 years. I've already got that book out. So now I want to go to stage 2, teaching you guys how to self-create the energy of heaven. So we become the energy of heaven before we even get to heaven. In heaven, there's no illnesses, there's no sicknesses, nobody has sore knees, sore throats, or arthritis. Nobody wears glasses, they're not necessary. Okay? I did not wear glasses in heaven. I just got my card. So guys, all right, I got my card. So this is it for me today. The card that I just pulled out for myself is the Moon card. That's my card for the next week. So on that note, I'm going to go off. I'm going to go research what the moon has for me for this week. And please stay tuned Thursday. I will be here pending me getting sick again. Would they do that to me again? Oh my gosh. So please know, guys, how much I love you. Stay in love is the biggest message of them all. And I always say that till last. Have a great, prosperous week wherever you are. Stay in the reality of the energy that you want to create. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.